Let's go over this way. Romper, bumper, stomper, boo. Tell me, tell me, tell me, do. Magic Mirror, tell me today, are my friends ready for fun and play? Welcome to Hudson Yards and 34th Street. Gotta take a little walk around the Highline Park and hopefully see the vessel. So let's get up topside, and we might have a glitch with the YouTube today, but we will see that when we get there, when it happens. Good to see you, Jermaine James. Good to see you, Miss Lovely. Don't forget, if you like what you're watching, hit that thumbs up. Let's go through the portal, the entrance / exit portal. Good, yes, the beard is gone. The wife made me shave it. Good to see you, Jamie. Tweeted a picture of it. Okay. Now as we go, yes, clean shaven. Yeah. Give it a couple of weeks, Jamie, you'll be back. Give it a couple of weeks. Going up this incredibly long escalator reminds me of London and how deep the subways are there. Good to see you, Jan. As we make our way up. As we make our way up. Get to the sidewalk. Goes a long way. Goes a long way. Yes, we're getting there. Yes, I'm getting out of the subway right now. I'm going to show you the cool mosaic that's above the entrance to the train station here. We're now at the Temple of Transportation. Good to see you, Chris. This is another Temple of Transportation, but not like the one downtown. This one actually has a nice ride. That's right. Well, there you go. There you go, Jamie. Yes, I am broadcasting on YouTube today. A quick little over the Manhattan Bridge scope. All right. So now we're in the mezzanine. And they have this amazing mural here. It's pretty cool. These new stations, I tell you. These new stations, I tell you. How you like that? Is that a mosaic enough for you? Is that a nice enough mosaic? You could do this. Please, Jamie. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jamie. You are too kind. You are too kind. Love that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a train station. Can you believe it? It's like the universe. And now you get to see the sunlight as we come deep from the underground. Isn't it beautiful? This station here is one of the deepest stations in the system. I'd be even the second deepest station in the system. But you get to see that as you come up the escalators. I still don't know how it works, Chris. I still don't know how it works. There's a little money sign, I know, on the chat somewhere. You click on that, and that's how it is. Wow. Wow, so much new stuff to look at. So what we're going to look at first is a new it's a new art piece that's really, really cool. So let me show you this first. Good to see you, Susie Folk. So look at this. I will explain what it is to you. Exactly like Dr. Richard Kimball from The Fugitive, correct. And it's really, really, really windy out here. So if we got a lot of wind noise, I'm really sorry about that. I will do my best to take the wind noise off of the microphone. But let me stand on this bench over here and look completely crazy. A YouTube tradition. So here we are, Hudson Yards, the northern end of the High Line. And look at this. Right there, folks. Right there, the vessel. To do super chat, yeah, accessing via computer. Ah, then hit the little number sign, the money sign there. The beard is gone. I think B.B. King had a song, The Beard is Gone, right? Look, this is my beautiful vessel. It has topped out. It is a lattice work, if you will, of over 200 some odd interconnecting stairways. As the developer and architect put it, it's kind of like a Christmas tree meets Eiffel Tower kind of deal. As you go up, you're gonna, the conversations that everyone is gonna be having in the vessel itself, you're gonna be able to hear everyone's conversations and everything. Looks like a rib cage, right? But that is the full height. And then you have this entire new city here, literally being built as we speak. All these buildings here are brand new. In the back, we're gonna get a closer look of it. That's a cultural shed back there. And then all these new buildings. These are residentials on this side here. This is another residential over here. But then the ones over here, these are commercial. These are the new commercial buildings. And don't ask me if I know the names of them. I do not know the names of them. But that is the thing that I am here for, the beautiful vessel right there. That's going to be opening up sometime next year. And I cannot wait for it to open up, because to do a broadcast from there is going to be certainly a lot of fun. But now, let me zoom out. We're going to walk around the street that recently reopened. And we're going to get a really close-up look of the vessel right now. So let's do this. And this all will conclude at the southern end of the Highline Park. Good to see you, precious gem. Good to see you. Welcome to Hudson Yards. And it got colder out here. It was a lot warmer out here about an hour ago. Not anymore. But as a jaded New Yorker, it's kind of amazing seeing all this stuff get built within the last like 3 years. It's kind of amazing seeing the planning process, seeing the different architectural schemes, and then to actually see it come together. It's quite amazing. Gotta make sure I see out the music. We don't want the copyright. And hopefully we don't have that YouTube glitch today. So, ooh, it's cold out here. But now let's go around. What we're going to do next, we're going to go around now. We're going to go around. Good, I know, good so far. Yeah, I know. No, something's going to happen on my end if we have the glitch, so hopefully they fixed it. This hood is useless. This hood is useless. It's too windy out here. So I'm right across the street from the Jacob Javits Convention Center. And you will see that when I turn the corner. And I believe where I'm walking right now used to be the Copacabana, or a block back on 34th Street here was the Copacabana. The original. The one Barry Manilow was talking about. All right. Okay. We're not going to walk down 11th Avenue, maybe not. Because I just missed the light. Oh yeah. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Look, 11th Avenue. Yay, it's 11th Avenue. Yay. That's the Jacob Javits Convention Center right there. That's where we have all of our exhibition events, if you will. It's actually not that big compared to other convention centers in the United States. It's only the 14th biggest convention center in the United States. New Orleans, I believe, has the second or first largest in the nation. I could be wrong. You could always remind me in the comments, folks. All right, okay, should I cross? Let me nervously cross. And then we're going to come around here. We're going to walk down 11th Avenue right now. Walk underneath the High Line and then walk up the stairs. But we have this new vantage point of the vessel, which just opened up. So this is why I'm going to be walking down this way right now. And eventually, if nobody's crowding around it, I will show you the picture of the West Side Cowboys before they built the Highline Park. You can imagine up and down 10th and 11th Avenues here, there was train tracks at grade. And people used to get hit by the trains all the time. So they used to have guys on horses, cowboys, if you will, with large orange flags to clear the way. People still got hurt. People still got maimed and killed. But saved a lot of lives also. Good to see you, Norm. Good to see you, Norm, out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. But to see this all come together, man, it is amazing seeing this all come together. It is really amazing. Good afternoon, Tiffany. It's truly amazing sight seeing all this come together. So now we're going to see a beautiful, real close-up view right now of the vessel, the architectural centerpiece of Hudson Yards. We're going to walk down the Highline, Miss Lovely. Ah, you got your donuts for Tuesday. Nice. Enjoy the donuts. You guys will get me hungry again. Just like late last night on Periscope. I do look 20 years younger. That's what my wife said. Thank you so much. All right, look at this. Wow. Here it is, folks. The vessel. There it is. Good to see you, Amy. There it is. The vessel. The sculpture centerpiece of Hudson Yards. Soon to be open, hopefully in another year or so. Going by, it's already topped out, so hopefully it should be less than that, but I think they have to still build the park at the base of it. So I think that's what we're going to be waiting for is the park to get built. But it's really amazing seeing that thing come together, and I cannot wait to walk up that thing. It's going to be so cool to walk up that thing and to hear all the conversations. Kind of like a heart design. Good to see you, Alistair. Yeah, don't you love the Highline, Chelsea Market? Come on out. You can spend, you know, I recommend give yourself an afternoon to do the Highline. Give yourself a couple of hours. You know, Chelsea Market, great spot to get some snacks and to just people watch. Got little seats in there. But yeah, there it is. The vessel. The vessel. Hudson Yards. And here's the actual rail yard where everything is being built. Exactly. Yeah, you guys will do two things at once. Multitasking is good. And no need to call out the people who gave a thumbs down. It's kind of a funny thing, the whole thumbs down thing. There are two people who have subscriptions to me, who are subscribed. They haven't said anything bad in the chat, thus they haven't been blocked. But these people only have notifications turned on and only watch me to give me a thumbs down. Chris, thanks for the super chat. Boy. You guys are being way too kind over here. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to really do my best to tell you guys everything. I'm walking underneath the Highline now. I'm walking underneath the Highline Park now, and we're going to take these stairs right here, and we're going to go up onto the park. So, on YouTube. More people we have going live on YouTube, the better. And I always like to say, you got to spread yourself out nowadays. Don't just focus on one platform. Go to Instagram, go to YouTube, go to Facebook. That'll buy you 2 minutes of your radio voice. Yes, it will. Yes, it will, Chris Rossetti. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Amy. No need to explain yourself. All right. I appreciate that, Jamie. I appreciate that. It makes me want to give more and do more. Let me come. Let's go over here. I will show you the Cowboys. The West Side Cowboys. Gonna do my best to stay in the sun. I'm gonna do my best. But welcome to the Highline Park. The chief landscape architect was a Dutchman by the name of Piet Oudolf. There you go, everyone follow Tiffany so she could get 100 followers so she could go live. But let's take a really good look at this vessel here and the yards, and then we will formally begin our walking tour of the Highline Park. So here we are, Hudson Yards. That's in the background over there. That is the Jacob Javits Convention Center. And then we have the vessel right over there. Thank you so much, Chris, for following Tiffany. As I wanted to see less people use the info board, more people use the info board. And then, of course, the Hudson River right over here. Piet Oudolf and his team of landscape architects wanted to make sure they kept intact the wild nature that grew here on the Highline in the 30 some odd years it was abandoned. So a lot of these plants that you're seeing, especially in this section here, these grew wild. And amazing views of the Hudson River. Amazing views. Kind of like we're going from the new city and now we're going to go to the old city as we make our way down. So you could say like this is Midtown here, and then we go into Chelsea over here. But I cannot wait for the vessel to be open. That is what I'm so excited about right there. I'm so excited about the vessel. But now let me show you the cowboy. So before there was a Highline Park, there was these two rail tracks that went along the sidewalk. And beginning in the 1880s, you had these guys here, the West Side Cowboys. Yes, it literally went down 10th and 11th Avenues, Alistair Bruce. It went down 10th and 11th Avenues, and you could imagine these trains were incredibly long, sometimes 3-4 kilometers long. And the rail line used to go up way much further. It used to go as far as 54th Street about, or 72nd Street. And then it came all the way down to Canal Street. This elevated portion started out at 54th Street, or the original elevated rail portion started at 54th Street, went all the way down to Canal Street. And the West Side Improvement, as it was called, basically all it did was separate the rail tracks from the street down below. But those guys on the horses, the West Side Cowboys, they used to make sure everyone was cleared out of the way of the train as it made its way up or down 10th or 11th Avenues. But even though you still had a guy riding a horse with a big orange flag, people still got maimed and killed by the trains. And it's kind of a sad statistic, between 1898 and 1908, in that 10-year span, nearly 220 people were killed trying to cross 10th and 11th Avenues. Thus, it was called Death Avenue. And it wasn't until the Highline Park was built that this would change, obviously. And if you ever wondered where the term Dead Man's Curve came from, that's the intersection of Broadway and 14th Street. And the trolley used to do a wild left and right turn right there. Good to see you, Mark. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. We're now passing right by the Cultural Shed, a large structure that's on wheels that will roll out. And if you look up animation of this Cultural Shed, it's kind of amazing. Oh, wow. Purchases in IRS are not currently supported with the Super Chat. Okay, so you gotta do it through, no matter what, you gotta do it through a computer. That's interesting. That is interesting. Look at, see the wheel? This whole thing rolls on these wheels that are that big. That wheel's probably 4 or 5 feet tall. The whole structure rolls on wheels like that. And you see there's still little remnants of train tracks and whatnots. CXS still owns this, technically. So part of the development rights is the simple fact that they could revert this back into a railway if need be. So you still have the rails here and harkening back, if you will, to the old to the old elevated rail line. There's the vessel again. It's a pretty wild look of the vessel. I'm not Dutch, but good to see you, Bevels. Bub Elvis, good to see you. Yep, don't you love the old tracks? They're like incorporated into the whole floor here. They changed this again. This had palm trees around it, not anymore. They got rid of the palm trees here. As we walk underneath, or right by actually, the cultural shed. Oh yeah, no, Dead Man's Curb. Well, it could, in the days of hot rodding, they could have repurposed it for that. But the original, the term Dead Man's Curb goes way back to the 1860s. Way back. Basically what would happen at Broadway and 14th Street, the trolley would come down a very tight turn and people would get killed and maimed all the time trying to cross the street. You could still see the kind of course the trolleys used to take back in the day, because now cars are doing it, but it made a very abrupt right and then left. It's just an odd angle, but a lot of people were killed there and hurt there, and thus in the papers they dubbed it Dead Man's Curb. But now as we make our way south along the High Line, we are leaving Midtown. We're making our way down through Chelsea, and then eventually we'll be at the West Village. And in the West Village, I don't know why I'm saying with an accent, but in the West Village, meeting up with the wife. So that is the whole purpose of this. Kill some time before I meet my wife. Luxury living in West Chelsea. Yeah, your computer's being occupied by a chipmunk. And it's really amazing seeing the really old tenement style buildings right up next against these brand new glass residential buildings. Great way to kill time, right, Jamie? You operated the last horse-drawn trolley in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Wow. Ah, your retired husband has a computer occupied. That's okay. That's all good. Coming up, one of the texts. Okay. Little jump here. I think we're going to come back in a second right now. Oh, it's very wonky right now. The video, we're battling right now. We are battling the YouTube glitch right now. Okay. I'm going to give it a 3 count in a second here. All right. 3, 2, 1. And we should be back. We'll give everyone a second here to rejoin. Hopefully we don't lose signal again. But like I was saying before the YouTube glitch happened, that me and my wife's favorite architects, very good now, awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. We're back, Jan, that's right. So now we're at 22nd Street. And right, we're back on, good to see you, Norm. This is the amazing building designed by Zaha Hadid, one of her last works. Very space age, kind of amazing. I know the floor plans are amazing. But it's a very amazing residence by Zaha Hadid. One of her last works right here. And you could really see inside the apartments. Hey now. You could see right inside the bedroom right here. And there's my reflection. When we come around the side here, you're gonna see a really cool little piece here as you see here. Great lines on this. Just like so space age, so Star Trek inspired. Zaha Hadid's amazing residential building. And then you have all the new buildings of Hudson Yards off in this direction here. And then of course you have a cool mural. Some little street art right down there. Isn't that neat? Or it looks like a beehive. To me, it looks like something straight out of Star Trek. Like this is totally, totally Star Trek right here. Right far out, man. Pretty neat. I will take the apartment further up, please. I don't want the apartment at grade here. I don't want people seeing my... We want the one further up. The one further up will be the best. Let's continue down. Right, don't you like the bend in the glass? The bend in the glass is really cool. How cool would it be to have those windows like that? It'd be so neat. All the big architects have buildings by the Highline. You have Zaha Hadid, you have Norman Foster, you have, what's his name? Jean Nouvel, you have Frank Gehry. All the big architects have at least one building here, if not two. It's very expensive. The apartments start out, I believe the apartments start out at $1.5 million. And something tells me that's on the low end. But you see, you got the lines though on it though. It's so cool. The lines on it are so neat. Has like a flowing kind of kind of vibe to it as we make our way slowly down the Highline now. Right next to the old. New next to the old. That's the thing that's wild about coming down here to the west side. As we are now approaching the 26th Street flyover, as it is called. You remember the Highline in the 1960s? It was still operating in the 1960s, Norm. As people laugh at me out loud. Somebody did you guys hear that? Somebody laughed at me out loud. Gotta love people. Gotta love grown adults that laugh at people. Gotta love them. They think I'm talking to myself. I have all of you guys. I know, exactly, Jan. Exactly like the footbridge. Remember the footbridge in Brooklyn Bridge Park? It's like the same thing. You have all these people walking by your apartment. I don't know how I would feel about that. After dropping this much money. So this is the 26th Street flyover. Yes, he did. Frank Lloyd Wright has a building south of the Highline. It looks onto a garbage transfer station, but it's a quite beautiful building. But walking past these people's apartment is just like walking past those apartments in Brooklyn Bridge Park. But now, as the name suggests, the 26th Street flyover, we're flying over because you have all these trees here. And some of these trees have grown wild when the Highline was decommissioned. Pete Udolph, the chief landscape architect of the Highline, he wanted you to go through 3 distinct kind of zones. And you see, we come right up to the building here. This is either a school or a cafeteria. It looks like a school. But see, we're now elevated above the tracks of the Highline. He wanted to give everyone the idea of, again, as it was when it was wild. And you could just see, if I zoom in, you could just see the tracks over there. You could just see the tracks making their way through. Exactly, elevated above the elevation. Well said, Bootsy Bergerville, well said. But as you see, the landscape does change as you make your way down, which is kind of amazing. That is a great question. They are streets here, so the streets here do allow for access, but obviously here in the back ends of these buildings here that are to my left and right, there's obviously limited access, but you see here we have the back street right here, and they have access from this side here and the side street. So this is Chelsea. So they have access, but it's a bit limited. But they worked with the fire department when they put this together. See, there's access, but it's just, by the Highline itself is a bit limited. Love the bits over the street, right? You get those crazy vantage points looking across the side streets. It's pretty unique. We still have that really weird sculpture up ahead. We have the weird sculpture still around. Let's go see the weird sculpture. Somebody forgot their shoes. Oh wow, it has a... You would think that. You would think using advanced CNC laser cutting of materials it'll be cheaper, but no. They're making their designs more fantastical. I think that's what adds to the cost. It has spurs. That's certainly weird. Keeping in tradition with the Highline style of art. They're keeping it weird. This selection of artworks that we're about to see is called Mutations. Right? Bring you those shoes. I think those shoes are literally bolted into the ground. They're bolted into the ground. I don't think I could take them. But now this weird piece of art is still here. A tourist, when was it? On Saturday, asked me about this. I said, did you see this thing on the Highline? It's kind of like a lion with wings and angel wings, and it's yelling. And I was like, yep, it's weird art. The one's on the Highline. You're not the only one who said that, Bub Elvis. Yeah, you're not the only one who has said that. Kind of scary. Might frighten the children. Right, screaming lion, bird moose. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. As we continue on down. Looks like a stack from another angle. It does, yes. It's made out of ceramics. It's made out of ceramic. Right, a little scary looking. Get a real good idea of what the track looks like here now. And people, this is the first, well, not the first time I've seen this. It's made of laziness, maybe. My first time seeing people flat out put advertising here along the Highline. Oh, look at this. We have a little political statement here. A little political theater here going on. Ooh, this is really interesting. Ooh. Look at that. We got Trump and Putin. Wow. Putin got his little dominatrix uniform on. Wow. Something tells me they're not fans of Trump in this building. Ooh, they even have a convict with no head up there at the top. This is fascinating. This is fascinating seeing this right now. Got Trump, and then we have a lock him up. Maybe a communist theater, maybe. For the rich, by the rich, government of Putin. That is really funny. That is really funny. Yeah. You never know what you're going to see when you walk down the Highline. Let's continue on. And you see, because I was live streaming it, now everybody stopped and started looking at it. Yes, exactly. And remember, folks, yep, Donald's head office. Please don't give to the fake monks. Do me a favor. They're not real monks. Headless Hamburglar, that's right. Oh, absolutely. That's really fake news from the uninformed theater. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's continue on. We have more weird art. Yeah, they're pretty aggressive sometimes. 23rd Street. Here's 23rd Street. Looking straight down 23rd Street. This is the fun little angles you get when you're walking down from the Highline. Wow, people really want to be on the live stream. I gotta keep moving. People really want to be on the live stream today. Ah, you got photo filled with taxis. That's awesome. Yeah, it's fun views especially when you get a little bit of traffic, a bunch of taxi cabs or whatever. Here's the lawn, the 23rd Street lawn, which is closed, right? Closed for the season. And then we have this little bit of sculpture art here. I want to say this is permanent because this has been here for many years now already. This little sculpture over here. Yeah, a lot of cities have those now. A lot of cities have anti-panhandling signs around because people get too aggressive. And then you got this really cool mural over here. Let's try to take in this mural here. I love this mural. Absolutely. I love it too, Jan. Oh, what is this? What is this? This is interesting. All paintings have been made by visitors.
Wow, see, you went right to the sign.
Yeah.
That means it's big enough. It's well positioned.
Yeah, that's good enough. I love this.
Because people go, I don't know, you should put a bigger sign up. Like,
No.
it's ugly.
No, I'm a lifelong New Yorker, so I like to pay attention. And when I see art, I want to investigate.
Look, that's the thing. You can make your own, of course.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
if I don't,
Clear.
if I
You
don't
okay?
fall, no, I tripped on my own. Wind blew and I kind of got my foot caught. Anyway, I'm fine.
All right.
Wow, you got that on.
Live stream. People from around the world are watching this. I'm so sorry.
Why? I'm an idiot. How are you? That kind of hurt.
I know, you're right. I know it sounded like it hurt. I'm so sorry.
I didn't break anything, but oh.
Well, anyone could contribute to this.
That is absolutely the case.
Wow.
So, oh, I got out a little bit late today because it was fairly shitty earlier.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we are here and we are ready to paint. If you guys are just gonna poke around and take pictures, we gladly do accept donations in those orange boxes. That helps us be here. Because none of the work is for sale.
Nothing for sale. I love this. Not for sale. Don't go. Yes. Officially my favorite sign. Officially my favorite sign. God.
Wow.
This is great.
You would only think that it's worked here all day. How to answer all the annoying Zaha Hadid questions.
There you go. He's on Instagram. He's on Facebook.
Yes.
Follow him, folks.
I think outside my box. .org.com.
There you go.
Instagram and Facebook.
There you go, folks. Follow. Do me a favor. Thank you so much.
Come on, I'm
have a good
all
one.
This film for no tip. Cheapskate.
Hold on. We got to give him some money. We got to give the guy some money because he's right. He was on film for all that time. He's right. He's right. See, I'm a tour guide. I should know better.
Oh, thank you, man.
No, thank you, man.
Come back and see it when you're ready.
Yeah, that's right. Think outside thebox.com. Yeah, no, he did fall on his ass for us. So there you go. It was worth it. And now I know I can go there and paint. I'm going to check out his webpage now when I get home. The magic of a live stream. Never know what's going to happen. As we now go through the construction fencing here. I'm talking to my people, I'm sorry.
Who are your people?
I have people in Wigan, right? We got the UK, we have
Where?
Australia.
You
Who else
have
we
them
have?
all
Tell me
over
where
the
you're
place?
watching from. Let me give you a shout out.
I'm from right now here.
Okay.
But I just moved here from Milwaukee.
Oh, congratulations. Welcome to New York. Lifelong Brooklynite. So, Alistair Bruce is in the
We're
UK.
living in Brooklyn.
Best place to live.
It's not there.
The magic mirror is always a lot of fun, right, folks? As we keep on walking, let's continue on south here. Scheiße. I'm sorry, it's New York. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna stop. Tennessee. See, the thing that happens sometimes is people see me doing this and it's on a selfie stick. If I just had the phone, it'll be different. Mrs. Boozy says hello. Mrs. Boozy got all the plastics and Christmas you need. You out there watching in the Netherlands? I know you have a king, I know. And y'all love bicycles. And anyone who loves bicycles, I love too. With the red berries. The red berries. What's also really funny is when the camera's turned around the way it is right now, people think I'm still pointing it in their direction, which is hilarious because if I did have the camera pointed in the other direction, you'd be looking at the sidewalk right now. And I notice when people do these live streams in Los Angeles, there's more people cognizant to the camera. That's right, yep. Bicycles are my bread and butter. 'Cause I need money for honey. Oh wow, they're showing an apartment. Look at this, they're showing an apartment right now. They're showing an apartment. I'm not Dutch, but that's just my name because the Dutch founded New York City. Look, they're showing an apartment. They're showing an apartment. See, I wouldn't want this apartment because they got idiots like me with live streaming cameras on. They're showing that apartment right now. #1 World Trade Center just peeking in up there. And sold, they probably did sell for cheap. Who knows? The minimum's at least a couple of million around here. You got it. I'm coming out to San Francisco. You could only have that's right. That's right. You could have people gawking into your apartment for only $2 million. Thank God the Highline isn't open 24 hours a day. It does close. Oh, you got $1 from 1974. I think I have $1 from 1974. I know, it's useless unless you're an exhibitionist. And something tells me some of these people are. A lot of construction going on here. Over there in the background, the white frosted building, that is the AIG building, designed by Frank Gehry. Oh, you got a silver dollar. That's worth money. Right? They couldn't give you that. Me too. Me too, Chan. They couldn't give me that apartment for free. Wow, look at these buildings going up. Wow. They're going up. There was like nothing here the last time we were here a couple of months ago when we did the sound walk. None of this was here. And I really miss, they had an art piece right here that said up ahead nude sunbathers. That's long gone. Absolutely. Well, there is still 2 areas that actually do meat packing, but nothing like how it used to be back in the day. I know, since my clubbing days, I know. It's so different since my clubbing days, my God. And I wasn't into the clubs big time. Look at that. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, I know. I don't know why y'all built on landfill. Y'all got earthquakes out there. I don't want to be on that land when it's earthquaking and liquefaction. Basically what happens if you don't know. Oh, here's my shadow. Hey guys. When the earthquake hits, if you're on landfill, the landfill amplifies the shaking. And there's this thing called liquefaction that happens. So the water bubbles up from underground and seeps up to the surface. So you wouldn't want to be out there in the what's it called? What district is it called?
No,
that's all out there. Did I hear about the curves? No, oh yes, I forgot the name of that building. But yes, the reflection was coming off the building so strong, it was burning people. You got one, I know, that's right. You got a luxury skyscraper that's leaning out there in San Francisco. That's right. Kind of amazing. But yes, there was a building in London where the glass reflected off of the sun so strong that it was like melting the street. Well, not melting the street, but burning people. It was burning people. And what if Dutchmont sees a shadow? We're going to get 5 months extra of summer. And it's going to be 1,000 degrees. Guaranteed. As we now approach the Chelsea market. I know, and you sing in the quicksand. This weird art piece is still here. This weird art piece. There you go. Boozy Burgerville has the address of it. 20 Fenchurch Street is the building that has the crazy facade that's melting people and starting fires. As we now walk underneath the Chelsea Market. No, not from the French Connection. No. Got your badge and lemonade there. Nice. It sounds like, no, you probably got it from here. Probably got it from here. That sculpture did melt. It was a weird sculpture. Good to see you, Karen. Thanks for tuning on in. Welcome to the Highline Park. As we get near the end of the Highline Park, we're approaching 14th Street right now. They have the fountain shut off. They had a little, here, water usually comes up and birds could swim in the water, if you will. It's shut off for now. And after this walking tour, I am making a beeline to the closest Starbucks because I really want a coffee. Oh, you're more than welcome. The wife said, kill some extra time. So I said, hey, I'm going to do a YouTube video. Put some abstract art in front of that building so it all melt? Maybe. Oh my God. These are never available. That's how you know it's wintertime. You could lie out in one of these bad boys. As you see, they're on the rail tracks here, these little lounges here. And it's the most amazing spot to go people watching, especially during the summertime. As we continue our way down south, we're approaching 14th Street now. And this is 14th Street right here. No, I don't like the blonde. I had a blonde espresso. I don't like it. My wife likes it, but I don't like it. Here's 14th Street. So, for me as a club kid with orange hair, this place has certainly changed a lot. But who really made the Highline happen? Good to see a guy. Hey, I've been driving the roads of America. Who really made the Highline happen? Diane Fustenberg and her husband Barry Diller. These are the main people who got together to make the Highline a reality. Those two people, and of course the friends of the Highline Park. Way back in 1999, they began getting money together to build this thing. Feasibility studies. They even had a special conceptual. When it was in concept stage, they had a special art exhibit up at MoMA for the Highline. Good to see you, Aaron List. But without Diane von Furstenberg and her husband Barry Diller, we would not have the Highline. But as we look straight down 14th Street, there it is. Straight down. All right, thank you, Diane. Good to see you from Buenos Aires. Bienvenidos. Bon dia, bon dia, bon dia. Right, brilliant idea. In 1980, take some rope with you next time and I'll be, you got it, I'll be able to sail up the street. Sorry about the wind noise. The last delivery to come down the Highline was a group of, 200 frozen turkeys. And they came down these train tracks here. And then that was it, 1980, that was it. It was abandoned after that for 30 years. And then 1999 comes around, and people finally start talking about this structure because Mayor Bloomberg at the time, no, sorry, not Mayor Bloomberg, Mayor Giuliani, he wanted to tear this whole thing down. But Diane von Furstenberg, her husband, and the friends of the Highline saw the potential in this place. And they turned it into this. You can really see the train tracks right here and how they have kept the train tracks in place here. kind of amazing. You're ready. Good to see you, Nibble. Bienvenue! Bienvenue! Had to do a quiet one on the train before. I could kill for a coffee right now. I could totally kill for a coffee right now. There's another weird art piece. I think this thing is supposed to make music. Lighter and darker. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, some of the businesses that I could afford are gone. But what is this here? Oh, this is a human chess. Look at this. Right, you still up, Nibble? So you could be a human chessboard. They give you all instructions how to move around. And then this is the checkboard. You see here it says lighter, darker. Where's the beard? In my bathroom down the drain. But a human chessboard, so you could play chess here. This is why it says lighter and darker. It makes sense. So get all your friends, and you could be human chessboard too. And now this is the land of exactly my beard has entered the water supply and is being taken care of by the New York City Sanitation Department and Water Reclamation Services. Samsung, they do have little cafes, but I want corporate coffee. I want Starbucks. Yeah, there's a Starbucks like a block away. I know exactly where a Starbucks is. But this is the land of the Casey Neistats and all your favorite YouTubers and content creators. They usually hang out in this neighborhood right here. For some reason, Karen, it feels so late to me right now. It feels like it's like 8 o'clock at night for me right now. But Samsung, the Samsung site, I don't know if that's their headquarters or not, but Casey Neistat's always going, oh, I know, you want a youngling around from Hogs and Heifers? Me too. Me too. I think those were like, what, $3? When that place was open, they were like $3 or something like that. I miss that place. I miss that place a lot. But I remember coming out here, there was a place around the corner from here that some of you may have heard of. It was called The Vault. And The Vault was like this crazy S&M club that lots of debaucherous stuff always went, right, $2 happy hour. That's right. That's right. Hogs and Heifer had a $2 happy hour. That is correct. Memories, right? Memories. I'm happy you got to see Hogs and Heifer, Boozy. I'm happy you got to see it. It's now only a thing of memories. It's now only a place of memories. As we approach the end of the Highline Park now, we're approaching the end of it. And I'm going to show you right where it ends. And at the very end, there is a very highly detailed photograph. Ooh, the nose is still here. This nose thingy is still here. Look at this. Look at this! This thing is straight out of Double Dare, the children's game show. To me, this looks like the big nose you go poking around in. Oh yeah, don't get me started with the Hogs and Heifers in Vegas. That's not the real Hogs and Heifers. It's certainly weird, but still here. Hey, part of mutations. All right, let's go to the very, very end here. If we get a lot of wind noise, sorry about that. It is quite windy out here. This is why you guys are not on the gimbal, because when I set up the gimbal, I saw the wind direction. I was like, you know what? Let me not use the gimbal because the gimbal will totally give me the warning right now. Ooh, look at that. That's a new mural over there. As we approach the very end of the Highline. Ooh, this is cool looking. That's cool looking. Jet Ski XSM. Okay. Yep, makes sense. And then, of course, you know, they're supposed to have a highly detailed picture here, but I guess not anymore. Too much future. There is no such thing as too much future. The future you have is now, and all you have. But there it is. The very southern end of the Highline Park, right here. Now, like I said, the original train track used to go all the way down to Canal Street. But throughout the 50s, 60s, and 70s, that got cut back further and further. In fact, the Highline Park used to go right through the building right there. Or the structure that the Highline's on today used to go straight through there down to Canal Street. Not anymore. Not anymore. But there you have it. Let's walk around the neighborhood. We're gonna walk around the neighborhood here. We'll give you guys a little bonus here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little walk down the Highline. We're not over yet. And hopefully the one person who decided to tune in, give me a thumbs down and tune out. Hopefully they enjoyed it too. They probably watched all the way through because they have nothing else to watch. I tell you one thing though. That's how I know I'm doing something right. Is that somebody's willing to give me a thumbs down anytime I do a video now. It's kind of amazing. I know Robert, Norm, you're one of the best. Thank you so much, Bob. Good to see you. All right, now we're going to go into the green elevator and go down to the street level. Kind of amazing. You're more than welcome. Now you can go back to sitting on couch. There you go. Yes, yes, of course I saw that. That was one of the craziest things I ever saw in my life. The Falcon Heavy launch was one of the coolest things, and I'm so happy we're getting back into this whole rocketry thing. Go to my Periscope. We did a tribute to what's his name, David Bowie, while looking at the Falcon Heavy launch. So go to my Periscope, you can see that. I can't do that stuff here on YouTube because that breaks the copyright. But now we are in the neighborhood of the West Village. We are in the West Village now officially. Highline above me. Played Space Oddity, played a lot of great songs. Oh, look at that, here you go. So everyone knows where they're from, how far it is. Sicily, they got Sicily on there. These are all Italian. Oh, these are all Italian places. There you go. Okay, it's all Italian places. Okay. Santina. We're gonna end this broadcast by the Starbucks 2 blocks away or 1 block away from here. That's when we're gonna end it. But boy, this place has come around a long way. I know I do. There's one person, there's one person, or two, there's actually 2 accounts that consistently have their notifications turned on, and they watch me just to put a thumbs down on the video. I give them thank you. You're helping me out with the algorithm. So that's why all of you guys who like it, make sure to give a thumbs up. Okay? Maybe radio tonight. I doubt it though. Thank you so much, Bub Elvis. Thank you so much. Your first time watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. More exciting adventures to come. We do fireworks on in summertime in Coney Island every Friday. And then we do these little walking tours around here, around New York. Let's walk up the crazy third time watching. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Ooh, we have we have a fashion shoot coming up here. It's funny, Nibble. It's funny. You know, I don't know. I know it's 2 accounts. I know it's the same account over and over again. Thank you so much, Alistair Bruce. I mean, I remember when these streets here at night used to be a little sketchy. And I would come out here, I would get drunk, and I would go to the clubs and party. You can if you'd like. Let's just think about this rationally, though, as a little discussion here as we walk down the streets of the West Village. It takes a lot of gumption for somebody to have your notifications turned on. Thank you so much, Karen. Yeah, where have all the bikers gone? It's cold. They're inside. But it takes a lot of effort to make sure you subscribe to me, make sure you have your notifications turned on. You're more than welcome, Jan. And just to give a thumbs down, you know. That's how you know they really hate me. But it helps in the algorithm. I know, it's dedication. I'll give them that. I will give them that. But you see, here's the whole thing. They're stuck being big fans of people on Periscope. Now, I'm not saying that people who do Periscopes are bad, but some people do encourage this kind of behavior. And that's what you get in the end. You get people who are that dedicated to give me a thumbs down. And of course, the people who are dedicated to give me a thumbs down, regardless of what I'm doing, can they really make anything? They probably don't make anything. Smart move, bub. That's what I do myself. I always go to my YouTube subscriptions. You never know when somebody's going to be on live. You never know if somebody put up a new video. Don't worry, Michael. Don't worry, Michael. There, you know, I have YouTube offices are actually, what was that, 4 blocks up in this direction here, are the New York YouTube offices. So I'm right here by the YouTube offices, and there are. Let me tell you something about YouTube. They are a fantastic group of people. They don't need to talk to me. I only have 1,000 subscribers. They don't need to talk to me, but they do. Going to the office. I can't do that. The beard's gonna come back in 2 weeks. The beard's gonna come back in 2 weeks. Isn't that funny though? They watch your notifications just to put the thumbs down on the video. They probably don't make anything. So that's what they're making. They're making a thumbs down. So that's their creation for the day, is having notifications turned on and being able to put a thumbs down on a video. But I want to give a big shout out. You're going to get the beard back. Give it 2 weeks and you'll have the beard back. It's cold out here, so. Exactly. That's their contribution to society, is putting a thumbs down on the video. Here's the good news about that, though. When all you people give me thumbs up, exactly. If I don't get a thumbs down, I'm not saying anything important. When you put a thumbs down on a video, it helps the algorithm. It tells the algorithm that, hey, there's something going on here that's creating some kind of discussion, and thus my video becomes a little bit more discoverable to people. If you have multiple accounts, you could do that. You need multiple accounts to put multiple thumbs up. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. But it helps me in the end. So when they think they're making me feel bad, you're not actually. You're helping me. I know, right? You found a record from 1899 on YouTube? Remember, we played The Whistling Fool on the radio show, and that was from 1882. One of the oldest recordings ever. Actually, one of the first recordings with African American. Exactly. Wouldn't you love knowing you've annoyed someone? And they're not. They're helping me out. They are helping me out. So if I only get thumbs up on the video, my video is not as discoverable, not as visible. So I get that one thumbs up with 17, that one thumbs down with 17 thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. So whoever's and it's the same 2 people. So one of you 2 people, thank you so much. That was my first YouTube video. I put it out back in 2006. And I think I'm playing music in a basement somewhere. Tactical thumbs, that's right. Tactical. So now we're walking to West Village. I have seen this neighborhood come along so much. It doesn't feel real coming out here sometimes. It's so clean and sanitized. When I think of this neighborhood, I think of all the, exactly, the joke's on them. Makes me way more visible, when I do this. When they give me a thumbs down, way more visible. Oh, he's doing an Uber. He thinks I'm his Uber. You're not my Uber. You're not my Uber. You're not my Uber. But what YouTube does like, though, is they like my 2 engineering friends who watch me in San Francisco. They like Guy Heyman says that thumbs down freaking annoys me, and Laurie comments that thumbs down freaking annoys me. Keep doing that. They love that. Because again, you're telling people who haven't seen the video, something's going on here and I may have to watch. So, oh, one of the last two gas stations below 23rd Street is right here. There's only two gas stations below 23rd Street, and this is one of them. That's right. Please don't hate that. Don't hate on that thumbs down now. But you know what I will hate on though? You know what I will hate on? Boo. What is the Fox News truck doing here? God only knows. Getting gas. Because they've been... It is Guy Heyman, because they're doing it out of like a whole retaliatory thing. But it helps me out in the end. So it's a good thing for me. It's a real good thing for me. All right, so now these are the weird angled streets now. I know, you need Fox News for a good laugh. There you go. It was like perfect comedic timing. So there's only two gas stations below 23rd Street. That was one of them. The other one's on the east side. Exactly. It's just YouTube, baby. Exactly. Exactly. You understand the beast, Michael. You understand the beast. Like some of my favorite YouTubers, it's like consistent. They'll have like 22, 30 dislikes out of like 1,000, 1,500 thumbs up. So you know, like 32 people have like a chip on their shoulder, and they don't care what that person does. They will always put a thumbs down on it. Who knows? I think Fox News is commenting on Benghazi again, or they're beginning to blame Obama for the turn in the economy. Oh no, they're going to make fun of the presidential portrait. They're going to make fun of the presidential portrait. Obama got a beautiful, brand new presidential portrait today. Him and Michelle. And Michelle Obama's portrait's amazing. It looks like something that should be hung up in MoMA or something like that. It looks so cool. They're talking about that. They're forgetting about all like the important things that are going on, which are a lot. Now, you want to see some old school New York that has managed to survive many, many years. This sign here, oh yeah, haven't seen hers yet? Check it out. Look at this, look at this. So we're here on, this 8th Avenue officially. It's like 8th Avenue. Look at this sign here. This sign is easily 40, 50 years old. I want to say 40 years old. You don't get too many hand-painted signs like that anymore. And that is still up. Oh, they pay some wacky rent around here. They pay some wacky rent. Look what's next door. You got that crazy cool people sushi place right next door. But that is a cool vintage sign that I always like to tell people, whenever you see vintage signs like that, make sure you take a look at them. Of course. Oh my God. Of course I've seen that. That's one of my favorites. Now, mind you, the sound that you're seeing, the sound you're hearing with that film is not the original sound. They added that because remember, sound came in the 1920s. So, right? You gotta eat where it's a vintage sign like that. You know the food is good in there. When the sign hasn't changed in over 40 years. But that film, the audio is not original, it's been added. But that's a great film from 1906. Oh yeah. Because sound wasn't added until the 1920s. So before then, it was like either on separate soundtracks, or they even sometimes just flat out recreated it. But oh, this is the building from oh my God, what's the name of that show? What was the name of the show with Amanda Bynes and the girl from 90210? Remember they lived in an apartment? I forgot the name of the show already. But that's the apartment building they supposedly live in, this one right here. I forgot the name of that show already. It was Amanda Bynes and the blonde girl from 90210. So I guess now I'm going to have to add to the title. I'm gonna add to the title of this video now, because now we're gonna walk down Bleecker Street. We're gonna walk down Bleecker Street because you're at the beginning of Bleecker Street right here now. And this is where I'm meeting my wife, right down here on Bleecker. Right next door to the Starbucks, yay! Gonna show you Magnolia. Oh, no, not all that, not all that. No, no, no. It was a sitcom. It was a sitcom where they were like renting an apartment, and they had boyfriends coming in and out, and I used to watch it way too much. And then I guess I deleted it from my brain because I haven't thought about that show forever. But this is the building they show whenever they show like where they live. Like that's the building, even though it was filmed in Los Angeles, obviously. So, but now we're gonna walk down Bleecker Street. My brain is crashing on me. That's what it is. Yes, yes. What I like about you. Yes, what I like about you. That's right. That's where the girls live. And what I like about you. That's the building where the. Wow, you know you're American television. That's fabulous. You know you're American television. What I like about you. That is right. Oh my God, memories. I haven't seen that show. That show's not even in syndication anymore. That show's not even in syndication anymore. All right, let's walk down Bleecker Street. Ah, behold power of the Googles. Google, powered by Alphabet. So now we're walking down Bleecker Street. There used to be a supermarket right across the street over there where I used to do market research every week. And I used to walk down this sidewalk right here to take the train home. All hail the Google, that's right. And on this street, you know what happened on this street? Carrie Fisher, right? I'm not Carrie Fisher. What's her name? The one from, well, Carrie Fisher on Sex and the City, but what's her? Sarah Jessica Parker. Sarah Jessica Parker was being completely hoarded by paparazzi on this very corner. On this corner. And I was screaming out loud. I said, what's wrong with you guys? You guys have nothing better to do? And I made an episode of TMZ. I made an episode right here on this corner. And the only reason why I remember this is because this weird sculpture is here in the shot. It's really cool. We're playing with the babies and flying through the air sculpture. But literally on this corner, the camera is where you guys are right now. The TMZ people are following Sarah Jessica Parker in this direction, and I'm walking up from behind here, and I'm yelling at them, saying, "You guys have nothing better to do," because she was obviously pissed off about 10 paparazzi guys following her, some even on bicycles. A nice anti-human sculpture, right? Yes. It's weird. It's weird. But yes, TMZ is a scourge. Giselle and Tom Brady don't live that far from here. And that's how Dutch got cast as Big. That's right. Good to see you, Keith. Okay. The wife would like the sweater. The wife would like the sweater. Let's see if any of the old stores from my youth are still here. I doubt it. I doubt any of my old stores from youth are still here. I remember when there was nothing but like regular stores were here. We do a country area? Like, do you mean like just areas with like lots of trees and stuff? That's upstate New York. Upstate New York, we have forest and what. Makes you find the Friends apartment. Well, the Friends apartment's in Los Angeles, so. But yeah, we have wooded areas out in Long Island and in upstate New York, Bear Mountain, Albany area, all up there. You'll have more wooded areas. Here in the city, it's very obviously densely packed and whatnot, so. No, oh yeah, no, the cutscene building. No, that's Los Angeles. Yeah, isn't this beautiful? The old architecture. Watertown, New York. There you go. That would be a place with lots of trees and shrubbery. Is this Bank Street? Are we on Bank Street? Yeah, I might already passed Bank Street. Yoko Ono lives right around here. Yoko has a beautiful townhouse out here. On the same block her and John first moved in on back in 1971. Right around here. As you see, people dressed to the nines in this neighborhood. That's how I know I can't afford to live here. The dogs have dormant buildings. The dogs have dormant buildings. Ever met? I have met Yoko Ono both times. Waiting for it to come back. It's trying its best. It's trying its best. Clock still stopped. Clock still stopped. Nah. That's right, I'm back. Everyone's saying I'm back already. Yay, it's working. Good. Okay, yes. So I met Yoko 2 times in Central Park. And if you come up to her in a calm, kind of nice way, like the way I always met her, I just kind of saw her and be like, oh, look, it's Yoko. Hey, Yoko. And she is so sweet. She will take a picture with you, you know, if she's not busy. But don't go running up to her. Don't go nuts. Come up to her nice, cool, calm, collected. And she'll talk to you. Even though she's very soft-spoken, so you're going to have to really listen to her. She speaks very softly. But she is so nice. So nice. And if you don't follow her on Twitter, like follow her on Twitter. Oh yeah, no, that's the problem, Boozy. You know, you have all these amazing people here that live here in New York, and you go walk past them all the time. She follows everyone on Twitter. Well, she doesn't follow me, but snubbed you because you like intelligent streamers with humor. Okay, thanks for subscribing to me, Bub. I appreciate that. I try to answer all the comments. You know, unless it's like so out of like odd comment, I probably won't answer it. But if it flows with the conversation we're having, you know, I will answer you and all that. But it's just fun for me to take you guys around New York here. You know what? You probably did. You probably did. Like I had that one time I had a bicycle tour and we were crossing Canal Street and we saw Taylor Swift and everyone was from Belgium and nobody knew who Taylor Swift was. It was fantastic. But here we are, 7th Avenue South. The World Trade Center right there, looking south, here in the village. Bleecker Street Pizza. That's good pizza in there. I highly recommend Bleecker Street Pizza. They've been there for a very long time. Did you hear that car bottom out? The car just bottomed out right there in a gigantic pothole. Action happening over here. My falafel place is still open. The hummus place used to be a good falafel. Oh yes, I do follow her on. Yeah, no, she hasn't followed me back. I wish she followed me back. But I follow Yoko on Twitter, and she has always these amazing, nice, inspirational quotes. It's so nice. So nice. You know, it's easy to find negativity on whether it be on Twitter or YouTube or whatever, but she's one of those few people who only puts out positivity. I could really smell the pizza from the pizza place right now. Ooh, it smells good. Exactly. Maybe she doesn't follow people she hasn't met yet. Coming up to the old location of one of my favorite record stores, Bleecker Bob's. Oh wow! I remember when this place closed, I think 6 years ago now. The New York record collecting community came out in numbers to kind of mourn the loss of this store. And now I don't even know what it is now. The guitar store closed, Matt's guitar closed, and we're off. Hopefully I'm back. I think I'm back. One more block and then we're done. One more block and then we're done. One more block. Oh, so many memories. I know I'm still here. Hopefully Karen's off from work. Right, Karen? You're off from work? Is that it? Back to work for me tomorrow. Well, talked about everything, had a nice ramble as we walked down Bleecker. Good to see you, Robert Corcoran. Hello. Good to see you. Is this Zebra? Zebra? Is that you?
Sorry.
If it is, good to see you. Thanks for tuning on in. We just walked down the Highline, and now I'm walking down Bleecker Street, and we're going to end this little funny little odyssey we have done here on the YouTube. It is awesome. Now I know your name, Robert. Everyone follow Robert Z. Corcoran so he'll get to 100 subscribers so he could go live here on YouTube. I want everyone to go live on YouTube. See the picture quality? It's fantastic, as long as the signal works. I have made it to 6th Avenue. I have made it to 6th Avenue now. We have made it. We have done our loop. We have done our loop around the city. And that is it. At 85 minutes, we're gonna call it. Haven't thought about it, but might. I was gonna say spread yourself out, you know? Spread yourself out so other people could find you. If you're thinking about doing other things, different things, try it somewhere else. You never know how the audience is gonna react. But another good pizza place, Joe's. I might get me some Joe's actually, because we're right here. But okay, folks. I will leave you with one last shot of the Empire State Building. I will leave you with one last shot. Yeah, no more beard. Yeah, no more beard, gang. Yeah. It's freezing out here. I miss my beard already. It's freezing out here. All right, guys. I'm glad everyone enjoyed this little walk down the Highline. You're more than welcome, Boozy. More than welcome, everybody, for tuning on in. And from 6th Avenue and West 4th Street, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish the moment, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Thanks for posting this on Twitch. I'll see you guys later, folks. Thanks for the subscription, Elvis. Thank you so much. Be safe. Have a blessed evening. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, wherever you are on this planet of ours. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, folks.